Hello everyone, my name is Hannington and I'm the country director of Parkinson'S Uganda and a program coordinator for Parkinson'S Africa. Today it's a great day. I'm talking about the foundation of Parkinson's disease in Uganda. That's the little I know, of course, which I look at it as much information to our people in Uganda. Parkinson's Simco is a foundation. I brought up this idea because I lost my mom close to 15 years ago with Parkinson's disease, and I saw how my mom suffered and how my dad and her agreed that we should leave her alone in the house because she has Parkinson's. So we realized that we were actually leaving, and then I asked, how is my mom going to stay alone in the house without us who are helping her, me and my sisters, us who are cooking for her, us who are helping her wash clothes, do the laundry, clean up, and everything that one needed, because my mom was a housewife who never did anything, so she was always home. Unfortunately, we had no option. Even the patient herself, my mom, really accepted that we can leave her alone in the house. So we agreed that we can leave, and definitely we had to leave. So time came, that painful day, that we had to leave our mom alone in the house. So on that day, it was a sad moment for everyone, for my dad, for my sisters, and everyone, that we are leaving this great woman alone in the house, suffering with the tremors, with the stiffness. You name it, as Parkinson's, really sucks. So we went, and as we were right there at our rented apartment, when we left her for some time, this came in my mind, that how is this woman surviving really alone, with no helper, with no one, and she can't even hold a cup because she had a lot of tremors. So we walked. I personally sneaked out, escaped from our rented apartment, and came to see how my mom was. It was a few kilometers away. When I came, when she saw me, she actually asked what I had come to do. She told me, "Can you just go? Don't come next to me." And then I just told her, "I want to be next to you, and I want to hug you, and I'll tell the world that I have Parkinson's, and the Parkinson's I have, I got it from my mom, because you're my mother." So I kept on coming to visit her when she really wanted to. She was always pushing me away, but I would still insist. So on that day, I came home, and then I found my mom crawling like a baby, and she had a metallic bottle top. So she scratched. There was a hole on the wall. So I asked her, "Mom, what had happened to this wall? Why was this hole created in the wall?" So she told me she had scratched the wall to get the dust, and that is the dust she was feeding on with the water she had. It was so sad, really sad. Because the lady who was giving her food, I always call her my mom's hero, was away for 3 or 4 days. So all those days my mom had spent without food, so she had no option but to scratch her wall. All her neighbors couldn't even come next to her home, not even a few meters to her home, because everyone knew she was a witch, everyone knew she was cursed, everyone knew she was like a demon because she has Parkinson's. So I came, I cooked for her and left. But now that came to my mind every time. I would go check on my mom until her time of death. So she died with Parkinson's. She suffered with Parkinson's, and she cried with Parkinson's, and no one helped her. But above all, she was a great mother, even up to her time of death, that she decided that we should live, because she had it in mind, I love my children, and if we stay together, they will also get Parkinson's. And because she knew how Parkinson's was giving her a hard time, she really decided to leave us and go. I really say she was a great mother, that even when she had that, she knew that her children would still stay happy without Parkinson's. However, I have lived all those years without Parkinson's. And this gives me a sign that Parkinson's is not witchcraft, that Parkinson's is not a curse, but Parkinson's is a science. It's a disease like any other disease. So 4.5 years ago, I founded Parkinson'S Uganda. So Parkinson'S Uganda helps people like my mother to come back to their families, come together, they hug, and let them know that Parkinson's is not witchcraft, that Parkinson's is Sibuko. Parkinson's Sibuko is Parkinson's, not a curse or witchcraft. So it's the reason I founded this, to help other people who die my mom's way, to save them. To let them know that they have Parkinson's, and Parkinson's is a disease like any other disease. And above all, to help them live happily with Parkinson's, so they can eat together on the same dining table with their families, so that they can stay together with their children, with their loved ones, even when they have Parkinson's. So it's a reason we founded Parkinson's Civic. So we've done a lot of work, and we later realized, I thank Omotola Thomas, I thank Cheryl Lincoln, who is the director of Parkinson's Civic, and Omotola, who is the founder of Parkinson's Africa, that whatever situation we are in Uganda is the same situation in so many parts of Africa. So having one body, Parkinson's Africa, brings us together to dispel the myth that Parkinson's Sibuko, that Parkinson's is not witchcraft, that Parkinson's is not a curse. So it's the reason I'm the program coordinator for Parkinson's Africa. It's the reason I'm the country director for Parkinson's Sibuko Uganda. So we have challenges like any other organization. The challenges we have is in Africa, in Uganda, is affordability, availability of medication, and availability of knowledge. That we need a lot of literature to help us in our teaching, to help people know that Parkinson's Sibuko, that Parkinson's is not witchcraft. Because if you know that you have this disease, you can really live happily with it, even without a cure, but at least you get a relief with exercise, with medication. You can really live happily with it. So the people you see, those are people that we've been working on, people who've brought back to their families, even the abandoned ones. At least now they are happy, but they can come back together with their families, sleep together, eat together, dance together, and attend functions like any other people. So I thank you all for listening to me. Parkinson's Sibuko. Parkinson's is not witchcraft. Thank you very much.